Okay, so I thought I was pinned, but evidently maybe I'm not. So hi guys, tonight we are interviewing Rigger Mortis, and along with him is his beautiful wife, Darci. And of course we have Kim up in the corner. He's going to be moderating for me, trying to keep me on task because we need to keep track of everyone. So I am going to go ahead and go into the gallery view so everyone can see where we are. And guys, as you're coming in, try to remember to hit that like. And we're just going to jump into it right away. Does that sound okay, Rigger?
Yep.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. So do you want me to call you Rigger, or do you have another? Do you want me to call you Mark?
Mark is fine. Yeah.
So are you M-A-R-K or M-A-R-C?
Both.
Both. Okay.
Yeah, I was born as a K. The government changed me to a C, and I have IDs with both. So it's really whichever I choose on any given day.
Oh, are you serious? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I spelled my son's name wrong, Michael, when he was born, and the government just changed it for me. I was like, no. Well, what if I wanted it to be E-A-L? that was important to my heritage. But, oh well, they didn't worry about it. Hey, Corey Mano.
Yeah, I'm bringing up the chat.
Yep.
So Rigger, where were you born?
I was born, just a sec, I'm bringing up the chat here too. I was born in London, Ontario, at St. Joseph's Hospital, in the middle of a snowstorm in 1976.
Oh, so all this snow is, well, you're not in the snow yet, are you?
No, not it. Well, I mean, it's sleeted today a bit.
Okay, okay.
Just a sec, I'm right in the middle of bringing this.
I'm going to give you a second to bring that up.
I am handicapped here with this. I can't. There we go.
Make sure, everyone, you're in live chat, not top chat, because you won't get all the comments if you're in top chat.
Okay, will that work? Well, it'll kind of work. Okay, I kind of have it up. I got it to work.
Okay.
All right.
So you were in. Hey, Jeffrey Stott. So you were in London, Canada.
London, Ontario, Canada. Yeah. Just 2 hours north of Detroit.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So you're close. And were you raised out there your whole life?
Yes. Yeah. I in London, in between London and Kitchener. So we bounced back and forth a little bit when I was young. Yeah. Yeah, between the two towns. Nothing particularly stellar about them. London was the forest city. It was nice. It's got lots of trees. Yeah, I was in cadets there. London was pretty cool. A pretty mellow town. It was a little big town. So everybody kind of knew each other, but you didn't. Now it's gotten a lot bigger since. I haven't been back in
4 years.
4 years? No, we've been here 4 years, and I hadn't been 6 years. Yeah, so like 6 years. I haven't been back in 6 years. Yeah, we've been here 5 now on the coast.
Did you miss it?
Nope. I move around. I've moved around a lot in my life. So although I was born and raised there, I've lived all over the place. I've lived in different parts of the country. Just Canada though, but different parts of Canada.
Different parts of Canada. Yep. Yeah, I've lived all over my country too, but just in the United States. Well, I've been a couple other places, but basically United States.
Right
on. So when was the first time you haven't just been Canada, you've traveled outside of Canada, haven't you, or no?
Yeah, I have. When I mean, I traveled in the military.
Right.
I traveled one time to go see a friend in Scotland for like 4 days on a flight when I was still in the military. That's about it. Really. I'm not a worldwide traveler, really. I know I'm a bit worldly because I was a chef, so I know a lot about food. That's kind of where my worldliness is.
I absolutely want to talk to you a lot about that, believe it or not, because I love cooking And okay, I'm going to stop typing everyone's name because we have more people coming in. Hey, John Coopy, Ick Flies in, AZ Drone Proper, FPV, Jeff, Freestyle, and we have Corey Mano, and of course Kim and his
Looking
new
at
computer.
chat here.
But we'll also talk about that in a little bit. And Geek
Hello, chat.
Savannah. Hey, Geek Savannah. Geek Savannah may come in at the tail end to talk with everyone, I think. So,
Cool.
so tell me, so how old were you when you first left Canada?
19.
Was that in the armed forces? Is that what you call them there? The armed forces?
Canadian Armed Forces. Yeah.
Yeah, you call them the same thing. And
Yeah.
so can I ask, and we don't have to dwell on this, what made you decide? Because you weren't drafted.
I wanted to shoot guns and make things explode.
Did you?
I'm not kidding. That's 100%.
Yeah.
I was infantry. I wanted to shoot guns and make things explode.
And were you able to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only, you know what, honestly, as a Canadian kid, a Texan doesn't have to join the army to do that. A Canadian kid does. So had I been an American, I may not have joined the military. I might have just spent a lot of money.
Just blowing things up and shooting at targets.
Sure. Yeah, like old cars and stuff, right? Do you ever watch Demolition Ranch? You
know what? Can I tell you something? Yes, because I watched his vet show.
Yeah.
And so that led me to Demolition after, but it was first just him taking care of the puppies.
Yeah, I know, right? And then he went from puppies to guns, whatever,
Yeah, well, however that worked, I don't understand, but he got there.
So yeah, that was my motivation was guns. I liked uniforms. I had been in cadets too, though.
Okay.
Air cadets first, then Army cadets, and it was a natural progression. I had a weird home life too, so I joined when I was 16.
So what when you say weird home life, and believe me, pass on this if you don't want to say anything. But what do you mean by that? I mean, did they
weird. I'm gonna pass.
Sacrifice animals?
No.
Oh, okay.
No meat helmets in the summer. Nothing like that. No. I just hi Geek Savannah. Sorry. No, nothing like that. My mother was just she's a hippie, and my dad.
Cool.
I just met my dad 6 years ago. No, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I just met my father for the first time. So I had one of those raised by official agencies and stuff.
Okay. So you were able to leave that kind of life where it sounds like it wouldn't have been very secure.
No.
And to go into something that was very rigid, structured, and secure.
Yeah, I never thought of it that way. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. That's exactly.
Yeah. So we find what we need wherever we need it, right?
Yeah.
Even if we find out later that maybe that wasn't the best move for us at the time. So how long were you in the military?
1 tour, 4 3/4 years. After basic, of course. So I guess 5.5 years, something like that.
5.5 years.
Yeah, I was RO31 infantry, so that's your minimum contract is a 5-year thing. At the time, I don't know what it is now. That was quite a while ago. That was like Bosnia-Herzegovina era. So that was 90. I don't know, 94, 97.
So Bosnia, Serbia, all that going on. Is that Yeah. Well, those areas were on fire, weren't they? They were just
Good beer.
Huh? Good beer?
Good beer.
Well, see, there's always a positive light in everything.
Interesting cars. Tiny.
Let me ask you a question. I know, because you think they would all be tiny people. It's
like clown cars over there, all of them. It's like they all exist in clown cars. Whoa, earthquake, sorry.
That's okay. So if you had it all over to do again, would you still enlist?
No.
Okay. That's what I was wondering, because really, you could have come and visited us. We could have gone and exploded stuff.
I know, right? I was a stupid kid. No, I wouldn't have done that.
No, you just were looking for what you needed, and you only know what you know, right?
At the time, I figured
Good.
they would pay for my clothes. They would give
Yep.
me a place to live and something to eat, and all I really had to do was go shoot at people. In retrospect, it was not a good trade-off, but at the
No.
time, that's the way I was thinking.
Yeah.
I don't think that way anymore. But to be 100% honest, yeah.
We have a lot of young men here. When I work with juveniles, where they would want to go in the military and people would push them. The courts, everybody push them. And I'm just like, okay, stop. There's a war. Let's think about really what this entails. Because I don't think we're always honest with our youth when they go to do things. And there's a lot involved in going into the military. And I tell you what, thank you for your service. And I'll say that because nobody can say that enough for someone who's been over in those situations. We can't do enough for people who go and do that. But it's horrendous, and there's no way around it. If you're overseas and you're battling, it's horrendous. And I only say that because I accidentally ended up in a war, and it wasn't my fault. I wasn't supposed to just believe me. I was over in the Iran-Iraq war, and I was over in Iran. So I'm going to tell you, I get it.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
But I will say, I didn't have to stay.
No.
For 5 years.
No.
GTFO, yeah.
Right. I only had to stay a little bit of time. I was only there for, 3 months. And so I'm just saying, I get it, not the full extent to what you
Good pistachios. Good pistachios, though.
They excellent. And
right?
Candy. I like the candy. All the, so that's what I'm going to say. I think that's huge that you were able to go do that and then come back. So thank you for your service, Rigger. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
We all do. So tell me, Manamana, if I missed anyone, drone shots, how you doing, guys?
I got to look at the chat again.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Manamana. Right on. Hello, everyone in chat. If I missed your thing, I got like a tiny screen, so I'm double windowing it here. Okay, there we go. It's so a laptop.
You come back from the military.
Yep.
I'm assuming you had to try to switch everything back from being over there into being here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Which isn't an easy thing from all the service people.
So I went to culinary school.
So you went to culinary. And that is the natural progression, isn't it? No, I mean.
It's almost as military. It's almost as, yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was lots of screaming and yelling and abuse. I felt at home.
Oh my gosh. I, having been a waitress in my younger years when I had the stamina for that, I got to tell you, in the kitchen, there's tons of yelling in that thing.
Yep. It's not always angry yelling, but it's an aggressive, fast-moving environment because it has to be, right? One of the most hectic places. Actually, you know what? Funny enough, one of the most hectic places I ever worked and I ever cooked was a place that it wasn't fine dining. It was a place I helped open with the owner because he knew me from restaurants in London, Ontario when I come back because I was cooking there. And that was Mike at Cats and Jammer Deli. And we opened the Cats and Jammer Deli. And one of the most high stress kitchens I've ever been involved with because we were trying to do traditional New York style food on the fly fast, the way they do it in New York. And with an open kitchen, right? Visible to the public. So nobody could, no swearing in the kitchen, right? Yeah, everybody had to, it was hectic. Sunday morning breakfasts and omelets, $4 omelets or whatever it was at the time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a great deal. And they were, 3 things. You get to choose 3 things, put them in your omelet, $4, and you got home fries with it or something like that. And we had lineups, right? For, 4 hours at a time, just people coming in and tables flipping. And yeah, so it was a natural progression. It was like high stress environment, which, eventually I did burn out from though. I never want to cook professionally again, ever again. I'm done. I
Well, you
worked.
know what? I'm going to tell you something. When you run a place that a lot of people like going to, it's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because the business does well. It's a curse because that stress level is, I haven't worked in a restaurant that didn't have a high stress level.
Yeah, right. Always, because you're moving. You know that you've worked in the industry, so you know it's move, 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 move. You've got to be moving forward always, and without mistakes, kind of thing, because the mistakes are what cost you money, and that's where the stress comes in, and blah 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 blah, all that.
Hey,
Yeah.
Herman. Yeah, one thing I noticed was like my first job was at Bob's Big Boy.
Oh, right on.
But
I love Bob's Big Boy.
I like their big hamburgers and their seasoned mayonnaise for French fries.
The buffet in Port Huron. That's the one we used to go to all the time. Oh man. Oh yeah.
One thing is, yeah, I hosted, I waitressed, I was prep, and then they let me in the kitchen. I'm not sure they ever got over it because my orders went out fast. They went out good.
Yeah, right.
I had flour from here to my toes, grease everywhere because I could do it, but they were left with the mess when I was done. It was horrendous.
Right.
Bad.
You got it. Well, it's a zone that you get into. You got to get into that zone. It's like, I would imagine an athlete, a baseball guy or what. I'm not into sports, by the way. So some sports ball player probably gets into the same type of zone. Yeah, it's cooking is crazy. It's
so what is the cheapest place you worked at as far as like a Bob's Big Boy in the highest place?
Taco Bell, first ever.
Did you work at Taco?
Place. Yeah. And most expensive place, that's a toss up. Probably the Blue Ginger in London. Maybe the Sherwood Inn in Lake Joseph, up in the Muskokas of Ontario.
So there were upper scale restaurants.
Yeah, I cooked haute cuisine is what I was trained in. I cooked Asian fusion. I was an haute cuisine chef. I did.
Ooh.
I pastry was my specialty. I did blown sugar. I did things like that. Yeah. A lot of marzipan.
Rigger. If I wasn't diabetic, I'd move there.
See, the thing is, when you do that professionally for a long time, even when you're currently doing it professionally, do you know what professional chefs subsist on? Do you know what they, for the most part, exist on?
Please don't say ramen,
tuna, cans of tuna, anything that they don't have to cook, because they just got home from cooking, right? So they never want to do it when they're at home.
It's I'm like getting the plumber over that with the leaky faucets. Is it like that?
It's the same thing. The auto mechanic whose car doesn't run, all of that. Yeah.
So you haven't stayed in that world. You left that world. So you've reinvented yourself quite a few times.
I guess I have.
Yeah.
I'm on to something even new now. I've been doing that for the past number of years, 6 years, was a bike mechanic. Working as a bicycle mechanic and running my own show. I was running in Ontario for a little while, and then I brought it out here, and I cashed in on kind of the boom. There was a real big mountain biking boom. Mm-hmm. And this year I had to shut my doors kind of and not offer services anymore, because my business dried up. There's only one bike shop on the entire Sunshine Coast now. The other one that we had, which was in Gibson's, closer to the ferry to Vancouver, it closed. It just wasn't financially viable for the owners anymore. They tried to turn it into a community bicycle co-op. The community couldn't support it, so it closed. I closed as another guy that closed. So I am, I guess, I am right in the middle bit of another phase. Yes.
Of reinventing yourself yet once again.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. And I gotta tell you, one thing I've noticed about people who can do that, and believe me, because I've reinvented myself quite a few times with different places I've gone, is you'll find your next thing, because you always do. So you do. That's just part of who you are now.
I hope so.
Yeah. Oh, I know so. I will help you with that. I know you are.
It's a
I've
blessing
met-
and a curse.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. There isn't a whole lot of stability all the time in it, right? Because you're always standing on that precipice. But one thing I've noticed with people who can do that, and I've had to do that. I told my kids once, I go, I don't know how you stand it, because I'm always over here and it goes really well, and then I have to reinvent, and then here. And they go, but you always do it, Mom. It always works out. And that's the same thing with you, Rigger. Just always
Yeah.
works out, so it will work. So now you've done military,
Yes, ma'am.
you've done cooking, you've
Yes,
done
ma'am.
mechanics, and believe me, I wish you were here because my bike has not worked in a long. I try to fix it, I just make it worse. And now, where are you thinking now? Not sure yet.
Not sure.
Not sure yet. Are you in a rural community?
I am. Yeah, I am. We're way out here. We're way out here.
That makes it tough. That makes it really tough.
It does. Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, no, I'm not sure what I want to do, to be honest with you, and what I'm capable of doing right now.
So right now, one thing I did notice is your videos. What made you decide then to turn to YouTube? Was it part of this? Was it part of the invention of Rigger?
It's just another creative outlet. Just another way to make something and share with people.
So I watch a lot of your videos. And I'm going to sound like I'm really old now, but the music, I don't get the music. They scream a lot. I know all you guys out there love that, but that is the one thing
I thought I had actually kept it pretty, like I've been holding back. I am.
You've been holding back.
I am. I've not exposed you guys to like Abbott or anything yet. And I mean, I am. I'm holding back.
Well, we have people who just, I got to tell you, that music is just everything. That's the only thing I don't know. Oh, you got to hear the words, Val, and just try to relate it to something in your life. You know what? The last one I listened to on yours was Butthole. I was trying to figure out how I would relate that phenomena, but I will figure it out.
Everybody's just being buttholes.
I got to say that I was just like, I guess I'm going to have to. You're going to have to put something where I can go see the lyrics, because the lyrics mean a lot to me. If I read something and it makes sense, then I can usually invite the music in. That's one of the things. I haven't given it time, maybe. But I remember the mosh pits kind of.
I try not to put up really abrasive music. There's some of the rap I put up recently is I guess fairly abrasive, but the one like Tom McDonald, Buttholes, that song. It's if you do listen to it closely, it's got a good message. It's about not being jerks to each other. It's just about being nicer to people, to each other. Put your phones down. Stop talking crap on phones about each other. Pay attention to each other face to face more. That's what this song's about. It's a good song. It's a good song, but it is abrasive. The way I like Tom McDonald. I like the way Tom McDonald gets at things, and I like the way, in general, comedians and entertainers that are like that take that kind of abrasive edge to convey a message. That's just something I find funny. I was a Sam Kinison fan, so.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I am.
Oh wait, I'm checking it.
Okay, because Kim's name on there is Mr. Kim.
Yeah, I'm just reading
I know. Here. I think it's funnier than heck, but I think that there you go. That's a better name. I changed your name for you, Kim.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God.
Hey Oliver, how you doing? So tonight I want to say hi to everyone. Okay, Roger. We are interviewing Rigger Mortis, and we are finding out all the stuff he
Oh, I
does.
ducked.
Yeah, he's cool. Oliver is so cool. And we are right now we are at the part where we're talking about his droning and the music he chooses to go with his drone flights. And I was surprised, Rigger, that you've only been flying 6 months.
About, yeah. About 3 months of whoops, and then 6 months of 5 inches now. Yeah. And about, yeah, it's about that.
So what did you like about the whoops? I thought you did really good with those. Those were the ones you were flying in the house.
Honestly, not much. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like whoops as much as I thought I was going to. I think after spending this summer flying 6 or 5 inch, I appreciate the whoop now more. To start with, I actually didn't like it very much. But I liked FPV and I liked the idea of it. And I knew that the 5 inchers had more guts. So I figured, okay, I'll fly this thing. I actually didn't own that whoop. That was lent to me by a guy in Seychelles. And he was like, you know, if you want to try FPV, I got a whoop. You can borrow it. And I said, okay. And it was a, what was it? QX95, the little brushed whoop. And
wow.
I didn't really like it. I flew it and I just flew it to learn. To get
Oliver is saying get a 3S whoop and you'll lose the 5 inch.
No, I'll never lose the 5 inch. I'm gonna go bigger. I want actually my ultimate. Oh yeah, I want a 14. That's my ultimate goal.
A 14.
Yeah.
You'll be able to pick up
Hildegard. Hildegard
Mm.
395 is my ultimate dream frame. Hopefully,
really?
In a year I'll have one, and I'll be flying it.
So what will you do with that, Rigger? I mean, 14
Fly it like I
inches,
stole
that's like go get a pizza and bring it.
It's like 15 minutes.
It's more visible. I'll fly it in bigger fields. I will just freestyle with it. But I might, depending on how brave I get, and depending on how brave I get with my current quad, because I'm considering doing some switches on the ESCs and turning my current quad into a 3D quad and learning to fly 3D with quads, because I tried it with helis before and I'm better with quads. So I think I can probably accomplish a little bit of 3D flying with my quad. And if I can do that, then I would probably take it to the next stage and do 3D flying on a 14 with 900 kV motors, you know.
Oh.
Serious.
Yeah.
Get up and go. Yeah. And you know, I don't know of anybody that's flying Beast class 3D.
I don't know.
So
I don't know. So have you considered doing? Well, you guys don't have 107s out there.
No, we have the R-Pass.
Have you done that yet?
Pass.
Okay. And that's the upper one, right? The basic that you have. Yeah.
It's, oh, I'm sorry, blown. It is there's 3 levels of it. There's the basic, the pay us more, and the pay us a lot more level.
Right.
Of the licenses. Yeah. I mean, I've considered getting one. I probably will. If I choose to fly in the city or whatever, I probably will. But here on the Sunshine Coast, we get away with a lot. Like the RCMP be more likely to stand next to me and watch me than write me up a ticket.
Right.
And then want to try.
You're in the rural area, just like Roger and Kim, right?
Yeah.
Just like when you're in the rural areas, it gives you a little bit more freedom.
All unrestricted airspace around us, except for Porpoise Bay right in Seychelles, and it's a very small area, and it's because it's a float plane takeoff landing waterway.
Right. Seaplanes or whatever they are. Yeah.
Which
because
we have tons of
I
here.
was just thinking that if you can make money flying, that might be a better bet for you.
Oh, I would love to, but I honestly don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start to do that. I can get my license, but yeah, there's some challenges of
logistically too.
Yeah, logistically, like where I can be. The kids, everything else right now. Imagine. you know, it's one of those. It's starting a new career at this point is really difficult.
It is. It is.
No, Jeffrey. Oh, I answered Jeff freestyle. No, I don't think Zoe does freestyle her Beast class. She flies X class though, and Beast
She
class.
does
I think
X
too.
class. Hey,
But
Ryan.
she's awesome though. She's pretty incredible 3D pilot.
Yeah, she is.
I want to see her on helis though. I've been harassing her channel forever, like to get her onto helis, because I think she'd be better at helis even, because they've got more power in the when they're inverted. The quads have less power. It takes a lot more push. A heli, it's the same inverted or right side up, or inverted or verted. They've got a lot of push. I think she should fly those.
Right. That would be nice. But
Hey, Random.
We may have to wait for you to do it.
No, I exploded my last heli and I'm done with helis.
Oh.
When you crash a heli, I mean, it's awesome to watch. It's awesome to watch because there are 700 parts that go flying off of it, right?
Oh, geez.
But you got to replace all those 700. Yeah, right. You got to replace all 700 parts that just came flying off of it. Forget it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, let's talk a little bit about your flying and your style of flying. You know, you don't seem to be very fearful of what you do. You're out there. It seems like you're going at a pretty high rate of speed, whipping around the trees. What is your goal for that? Is it because you're starting to shoot gaps? You're starting to all of that.
I would like to freestyle compete if I could. I know there's not much going on in that vein. Should that be a thing, I would, more than happily jump on board. I may race. I'm not really jazzed about racing though. It's not really my thing. Competing's fine, but racing, I don't know. I don't like the restrictions of a race. I would rather have a playground set before me and said, go ahead and play, than a playground set before me that tells me how I have to play. That's the type of person I am.
Right.
I guess.
Right. Yeah. And I don't know how many of Doug is saying there are freestyle competitions all the time, but I'm not sure where you live if they're there. I'm not sure about how you'd go about finding that, except for to go to those things like meetups and things like that and see if they have any FPV meetups in the area. This thing looks not as fun as freestyle. I love freestyle. So when you go up there, do you listen to music as you're flying, or are you just flying and listening to the sound of the quad?
I just fly and listen to the quad. Yeah, and birds and nature and things like that. And I watch my footage back later, and then I look for a feeling. Like if it gives me a feeling, I look for that kind of music. And then I do some searching and then emailing to artists and to see if I can use it or whatever, or sometimes just straight up using it and taking the copyright strike, or not strike, copyright claims. I got no strikes. I get claims because there's tiny little pieces of the different songs that get struck. Anyways, right. So yeah, that's my process for that, is doing that. And then cut together my best stuff from, the maybe 12 to 16 minutes of footage that I get, because I only have 3 batteries. I only own 3 batteries right now. I'm gonna get a couple more next season, but 3 batteries right now for me. Yeah, 3 batteries for me right now. I had 4. I destroyed one when I destroyed my GT200S this summer. The quad that I started flying on with the orange props that's in some of my first 5-inch videos, that is mostly in pieces now. The frame survived, so I'm going to rebuild on that frame, but mostly everything else I killed. Slamming into a post at a high rate of speed.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that'd be painful.
It was cool. It was kind of cool. I got the footage from the few seconds before it died, and I watched it back a bunch of times.
So one thing I really liked in one of your videos, you went through all your equipment and why you liked your stuff. That was a good video. I was thinking when I was watching that, you would do so good with reviewing stuff, because you said everything that I would have wanted to know if I was going into buying something and why you thought it was the best there. Hey, Darwin. Hey, Swift Fox. I liked what you had to say about the QX7, but I will tell you, when you said you had to mod it in the back with the battery, I was like, oh, every time I mod something, I ruin it. I just take a knife and start doing stuff.
Oh,
but
you know what? You'd be fine with that mod in that case, because there's no electronics, nothing in that. It's just plastic. You're just cutting away plastic for that mod, nothing else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that was, I liked how you had that. You turned around, you're just like, yeah, this is how I made this work. I was like, oh my God.
I had to hack
I can see me doing it now. Oh my God.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, and the battery actually, like, it slides into the radio now, so I don't need anything to hold the battery in. It just kind of comes out of the hole that I made.
Oh my gosh.
Right there.
Oh my gosh. And what battery is that in there?
It is a it's Eagle. It's China Hobby Line, just with the weird branding thing on it. 2800 milliamp 30C battery, 2-cell.
Yeah.
Yeah, LiPo. Wow. It's pretty good. It runs the radio. I don't have to recharge the radio once a week.
Oh, nice. Hey, what's blind? Mana? Tell you what I'll let you do. You can show your link, but you are to ask your friend to come in next time, okay? And that way we can say hi to him too. Agreed? Then you can share your link. So it was fun. I don't mind links, but just, invite them in so they can share their links, and then we can see them. So you made that mod. Were you worried about making that mod? Because you don't have a ton of these controllers laying around. If that went wrong, that'd been it.
I would have taped it or made something out of wood. I don't know. I would have whittled a new case.
Got out your pocket knife.
Duct tape, eh? Yeah, freaking right, eh, bud? You get the duct tape out, and that's all you need, eh? And she's good. She's great.
I tell you, I have duct tape. I just duct tape my vacuum.
Kim knows, eh?
My vacuum is working now because I duct taped it good.
Right? Duct tape.
Best tool ever made. So then you went, okay, so you talked about that, and then you talked about your box goggles, and you did a modification to them, something about the lining around them so you couldn't see through.
The foam, yeah.
What you did to them?
I took layered foam that is adhesive on the back. Craft foam, right? Adhesive foam, the thin stuff. And I made a template first, and then I cut out a bunch of other ones and layered them using their own adhesive onto themselves. And then I put my face into it and used a marker and marked the spots that I needed. And then I came back in and I cut it so that it fit the contours of my nose, and that it was properly the length against my head here, so that it didn't let light in and everything else, and so that it was more comfortable. And it pushed the goggle a little bit further away from my face, which means I can actually push because it's one of those ones that compresses. So I can actually compress it a little bit more while I'm wearing it now and still have everything in focus.
So it's an E-Sheen, right? It's a box goggle.
Yeah, the VR D3.
Okay, Duck was asking. I remember I was watching going, oh my gosh, because I was thinking I need to do that because my Amways hit me right here on the bridge and they push a little bit.
Yeah,
so
get some of that craft foam.
Face. So I'm going to do that because I thought, what a great idea.
Rad. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Do it. It feels you can even get the craft foam that's like it's got almost like this furry texture.
Mm-hmm.
And you can use that, and it's nice and soft, and it'll never bother your face.
That's what I'm going to do because I need to do something because it was just it hits me in the wrong space. Oh, Swift Fox just said he has the E-Sheen Evo 100s. I like them for what they are. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with a good box gog. I'm spoiled by the screens. I am going to upgrade, but I want to upgrade. I was thinking about the 030s, the Sky Zones, but no, I think I'm going to stay with the big screen, and I'm going to upgrade to the Fat Shark Recons. They are you know, when you see how compact they are almost as compact as a compact goggle. They've got a great receiver in them. They've got really, really nice dioptics and a huge screen. Yeah, everything I kind of want. So I think those are the way I'm gonna go.
So does the big screen just gives you a bigger field of view, right?
It feels like it, yeah. It feels like it. I've had compact goggles on, and I know how that kind of that theater mode feels, and I don't like it as much as the kind of the IMAX mode. It's like theater versus IMAX, and I think I like the IMAX mode more.
Oh yeah.
But some people say it drives their eyes crazy, right? So I don't know. For me, it's okay.
Oh, thank you, Oliver. He showed me the phone for my waves. Yeah, because it's
cool.
across the bridge.
Cool.
Hey, Darci, cool. I saw you in there.
She's back.
I had to make some coffee.
Oh, yes.
I am a coffee fiend. I love coffee so much.
Here, we'll push it back, and then
It's my world. Keeps me going.
There.
So Oliver's saying he likes the Dom SEs because they have a 50-degree FOV.
Yeah. Yep. Lots of people love those and love the 030s and love the Omway Commander. To each their own. I think they're awesome looking, those HDOs. And the HDO2s, they're cool looking. I've had the Fat Sharks on my own face and they don't feel right. I got a big weird Scottish head, so they don't fit me right.
Well, that's
a big fat head.
That's one thing I've noticed. So, everyone has their own things that work for them the best. Yeah. And it's just never across the board.
Yeah. Yeah. Only one thing is across the board, the rippage. It's all about the rippage. It's all about the rippage, brah.
Just send it.
Just send it, brah.
Yeah.
So, you're still broke. Oliver. Okay, I started reading and Oliver pulled his comments.
Broke necks in Alaska. How are you doing tonight?
I just watched your
video
of all the people running around on this.
I do coffee all day up until I go to bed.
I am still drinking coffee.
I'm serious. All day I wake up, I drink coffee, I go to bed, I drink coffee. It doesn't seem to affect me. I still sleep the same. I like coffee. But I just love the taste of it.
Rocks too. Yeah, everybody has their own type of goggles that work for them. Yeah.
Yep, totally.
Can't sleep on coffee, but tea keeps me awake. Yeah, tea can be pretty strong. So you have your box goggles, you have your controller, and then you have your favorite.
My drone. It's the only one I have.
Oh. So if something happens to it, have you built any drones or do you just do
I built that one. Built that one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So tell me what you put in that.
I have to go look at it again.
Okay, we'll wait. We'll talk to Darci.
Okay.
How you doing, Darci?
Okay, do you really want to know all of his secrets now?
I do. To tell them all. Then when he comes back, he'll be like, oh my gosh. Oh, what frame? He's going to bring it, Oliver, and tell us.
He's got it. It's coming.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah. He doesn't keep it far away. Ooh.
Okay. So there, I'll hold it up for the. We'll get a good angle.
Yeah.
There we go.
Now I know you said what camera was in it, but I've forgotten.
The FPV cam is Runcam Swift.
Okay.
The motors are and these are cool. I don't know if you can actually see this, but they're SN Hobbies branded Samguk Ways.
Oh.
Yeah, they're hard to see.
I see them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from SN Hobbies. And then I've got the Mamba F405 stack in there.
That's the one I use with the ECs, the all-in-one, yeah?
Yep, same one, ESC tucked in underneath it. And then in the back area, right in there, I've got my receiver and my VTX. The receiver is FR Sky XM Plus and the VTX is a TBS Unify high volt.
Okay. Okay. What kind of frame?
Fox ear antenna. What else? Oh, frame TBS Source One. That's a TBS. Yeah, that's a. It's this is their open source frame, right? So this design, they let anybody punch these frames kind of thing, and as long as they're up to certain standards. And this is one that's from SN Hobbies, and they do it with 5mm carbon. So this is a particularly tough puppy. Yeah, so it's got the double plate on the bottom and everything else, the sandwich plate like they all do. It's your standard box kind of freestyle frame, and it's been crashed a few times. You'd never know it. Oh yeah, and I used that same craft foam right there.
Oh, there you go.
I made landing gear, and then I put a thing on the nose, a little bumper pad on the nose. So yeah, that's my quad. I intend to build another one, but I don't crash catastrophically too often. Maybe it'll get worse as I try crazier stuff in the very near future, because the sim has been helping me out a lot, and actually I've noticed some improvements in the sim that I'm going to take to the real world kind of as soon as I can, and try some things out over some salt water, and we'll see how that goes.
You know, that's the one thing that I think about the water is just a little bit, you know, once it goes into water, it's not good. It's like everything can just...
If it's fresh water, you're okay. If it's fresh water, unplug everything, let everything dry for like a week, and then try plugging it in. You might be all right. But if it's salt water, yeah, you're toast.
Yeah, Oliver is saying conformal coating, and I think that would be the operative word. Coat, 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 coat. Because that's what I would
If you ain't crashing, you ain't flying. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I've never really particularly agreed with that. You're talking to Ducted's talking to a guy who started out on 3D helis though. If you're crashing, you ain't flying.
Well, and so what is stopping you from having another quad right now?
I'm kind of I'm a hermit that
it's okay. A lot of us are hermits, or we would like to be.
I'm bipolar with anxiety disorders.
So I go to work. I do housekeeping for the people that are around here.
Yeah.
So I go to work and I do housekeeping for the people that are around here. It's a really high-end area, and these are like $1 million mansions, $2 million, $3 million mansions. So I go to work and he's here for the kids.
Very nice. Let me just say thank you for doing that work. I did it for 9 years, getting myself raising my family, and you know, and then I went on to college, and then now after all of that, I'm back to doing a lot of care for an elderly gal and cleaning, and it's honest work, and mansion, I'm not sure. I can do.
Like it's much better now that we're out here in BC. It's in Ontario, it was okay money. It was, you know, like it was all right. But out here it's pretty darn good. Like I can't pass that up. And for the clients that I have and everything, they're really great people and they treat me really nicely. So it's a lot easier for me to go out, and I'm the extrovert and he's the introvert, and that's kind of how we work together, you know. So
well, yeah. And like I said, it's this honest day's work for honest day's pay, and that's kind of what it is.
Yep.
And you're working hard to do that work, because I've done it. I know it's you know,
it's a lot of physical work, and
thank you.
I don't know, we just make it work. We're very minimalist though. Like we don't have cell phones. We're not a cell phone household. We
don't watch TV. We don't have Netflix.
Yeah, we don't watch TV. We don't have Netflix. We don't do any of that.
We have stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's,
there's computers and stuff in a house.
Yeah, but we,
right.
Don't.
But about 7 years, we got rid of all of that stuff, and we never looked back. It was a drain on us. I think it was a drain on our family. I think our kids need to learn how to socialize. Mm-hmm. That's all.
Yeah. We had given up our TV for about 5 years at my house. And that's mostly when I was cleaning to it, I think, because the noise was just too much for me. I'm squirrely anyway, but that noise just was dragging me in different directions. I had to have quiet. And just peace. So I get it. And I applaud you for it, because I think that can really help our kids, right? To just kind of be able to be centered and focused.
Yeah.
It's hard to do that.
Much like him in the woods, we're just kind of out where there's not a whole lot of other people, and we like it quiet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And why not? You moved to a place that affords you quiet.
Yeah.
Why bring your noise with you?
We got very lucky to come here. We did, because it's not cheap to live here. It's very expensive. Yeah.
There's a story.
Yeah.
Well, it's rural, but it is high end.
Yeah.
I looked at it. You live in a gorgeous area.
Well, and that's the trade-off, right? Is that you get to be here, and you get to have your kids go to the beach every day, and go to good schools and have access to things that even in Ontario we wouldn't have normally had.
Right. Hi, Ruby.
Yeah.
No.
It's like no, because it's not.
No, because it's on YouTube. You can't be on here.
She is sweet. Ruby is very sweet.
Yeah.
And she likes school, so that's really huge.
She does. It's
really huge. All my kids like school, and I never did. I was blessed to have kids who liked school, because I hated it.
I hated school.
Yeah.
Loathed and despised. I dropped out. I dropped out to go join the army, and then I finished via correspondence.
Right. So how were you able to sign up at 16 for the army? That was a question I forgot to ask. How did that work?
My grandmother, who was my legal guardian at the time, signed for me.
She signed. Good idea. Let's go.
She said, "See you later. I don't care." That was kind of her. Yeah, she just signed. So.
Yeah, you know what? Oh, that makes me sad. I love being a grandma. It's the greatest gift that God has ever given me, is to be a grandma. And if my grandson said he was going to grab onto his feet and go, "Let's talk about this," as he's trying to struggle away to get there, I'd be like, "Let's talk about this first."
No, not my gran. She was just like, "All right, I'll sign you up."
Well. So you came back from all that, and now you're at home, you're raising family, you find time to do your quads. Are you finding peace in your life now?
It's a hard question for anybody, I think. Yeah, maybe.
It is.
Yeah, I think I am. I'm a little disconnected from some things that other people are not, but that's okay. I'm learning to be okay with myself in that regard. Yeah. So yeah, I think I am much more at peace with myself. I value my family, my kids. Yeah. It's the best point in my life I've ever been at.
You know what? And that's what I would wish for you, Rigger, because you've already gone through the mill. You shouldn't have to go through the mill.
Oh, we all do in different ways, though, right? Everybody does in different ways. I'm not special, but everybody does in different ways. Everybody does. So
we do. But
that's just my mill. Your mill is different than my mill. Kim's mill is different than everybody goes through it. That's the funny thing is, as you get older, and if you're a reflective person, you start to realize that that's what life is.
It is.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a series of challenges and rewards and punishments, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just how you get through it at the end of the day. That speaks about who you are.
And nobody comes out of it alive.
And not the truth. And not the truth. Some quicker than others, but yep, that's the truth. Yeah, I gotta say, I think that's the truth. We all have our paths.
Yep.
And they can all be a little rocky, a little broken.
Absolutely.
But we get where we're going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I like where you are. I like the area you live in. That one video you did where you were showing in that raccoon. How come that raccoon was so happy?
It's always happy to see me. It lives in our backyard.
Oh.
And I'm not going to lie, I give it treats from time to time.
Because it's just sitting there like, hey, Daddy, how you doing?
That's exactly what it was asking me for. It was like saying, hey, do you got something for me today? And I was moving away from it because normally it'll kind of paw at my feet and my leg like that.
Oh.
Yeah. And so that's that was Ellie. That's the name of that coon, is Ellie. That one.
So she's not bringing her friends to go visit?
No, just her kids.
Her kids.
Just her kids. Yeah. She had a litter of 3 this year, and she brings them. She knows us now, and she brings them down while they're still babies to like show us. She's done that a couple times. Yeah, she brought all 3 of her babies down, and hey, look at my babies.
Oh,
hi, rat girl.
God. Oh, for goodness. I think that is, I would love to have a raccoon.
She's super sweet, that coon. She's not aggressive at all. She's very timid, but she knows us now, so she'll come. She normally, you'll see her in my backyard on just about any given day in the spring and summer. She'll come down from her tree and she'll have a sleep on the lawn because it's more comfortable, and she knows that we don't chase her away. And she's like a dog. She looks like a water keyshound sometimes, lying there like in the grass.
So guys, if you haven't seen that video, I forgot the name of it, but I watched it, and he shows this raccoon a couple times. And I thought, are you at the park? You just have Canadian friendly coons? Because our raccoons aren't usually like that. but you're gonna want to help. Hold on. Hey Rigger, can you put something in the chat so everybody in here can see where you're from?
Totally. Sorry everybody in the chat. I'm trying to pay attention to YouTube, but I've got this tiny, you got a 15-inch laptop here, so anyways.
I have mine. Mine is 17, and then on this side I have all my other stuff up on the TV so I can see it.
There we go.
Yeah. So I'm gonna run over to your channel and see if I can find that video, because guys, if you're an animal lover, don't ask him, because I don't think he likes raccoons.
You know what? The raccoon, they're different. They're 2 different kinds of raccoons. He's got cornfield raccoons, and they're a pain.
Oh yeah.
Our bears do here what your raccoons do there. Our black bears are the ones that wreck the garbage and go into the fields and stuff. They do exactly what your coons do.
Oh, which one? I don't see it. Where is it? I don't see which one it is.
Mortis mini vlog has got the raccoon in it.
Was that your first? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, guys. Because I am absolutely going to put that link in the chat because I want you to go see it. Now, it's had 140 views. So this isn't something that has not. This is done well. For what we do on YouTube, this is done well. And so, and the flight's really nice too on it. So
that's at the park, just 5-minute drive from here.
Field.
What's that? Yeah, it's the football field. Yeah.
So here we go. Let's see, paste. And there's the vlog. Go watch. It has the raccoon. That raccoon is so sweet. At first I had to look a couple times. I thought, that's a raccoon. It looked like you're really close to it.
Yeah, right in front of me. I filmed that using the cam that I filmed that using this, using the Runcam 3S. I filmed most of my vlogs with this, but I've got a different cam now that I'll be filming the next vlog with. I don't know what to vlog about though. It's winter time and it's kind of rainy and bleh. And
I gotta say, your vlogs that you did on your equipment, like I said, I thought you did really good. I like the beginning stuff when you keep going over and over and over it because you didn't get it quite right. I thought that was hysterical. I love
Thanks.
that because we all do it when we're trying to do a vlog. I just did it today on one of my cooking vlogs. I had to go in. I had to start that thing 5 times. I was like, what the? And my tongue get tighter. I go, well, what the hell is that?
I've been saving most of that video, and I've been thinking about doing a end of the year kind of blooper reel or something, like of all the times I've screwed up just this past 9 months in making whatever I've been making, and putting that all in one thing and releasing it as a video. I might do that. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, that'd be great.
Me dropping stuff and bleeping, swearing and censoring it for YouTube.
Yeah. Kim keeps changing his name, and I think that's wrong.
Who?
Don't change your name. I'm gonna kick Kevin or kick Kim out of the interview because he keeps changing his name. I put Val's guy, and he keeps changing it. You can be gone, Kim. You can be gone.
Damn, you're cruel.
Look at him. He's not gonna let me do it. So, Rigger, you can change your name if you can change your name. If you go up to the corner of your picture, you can change it.
I'm good. I'll be Rigger Mortis. That's fine. I stole that name.
Did you?
I totally lifted that name from a piece of fiction that I like. Something called Shadowrun. It's a role-playing setting. There's a guy in that setting, and he's this shadowy character, and he uses remote UAVs to assassinate people. And he's known as Rigger, and Rigger being his career choice, somebody who pilots remote UAVs, a rigger, and Mortis meaning death, so Latin for death. So yeah, but I just liked it. I always liked it because I cyberpunk. I love cyberpunk fiction.
Good name.
Like that. So
do you?
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Gremlin. I love Gremlin. I love certain names, and I noticed your name right away, Rigor Mortis, because I thought it reminded me of death.
Right, yeah.
So it has Rigor Mortis. So, but it was a good name. I always remember it. Always know when I see it come in the stream.
It's like Menomina. Nobody that has ever been into any of these streams will ever forget your name, Menomina. Ever.
That's right. And if you do, we have Paul to sing it to you.
If you do.
Yep. So we do. Oh my gosh. I'll never forget was playing Destiny Chicago. They're always bringing, in the beginning. That's not how you say it, Val. Remember the song? They start posting the Sesame Street song, so I would always be sure to be on it, so I would know.
Joe Mac, you guys.
Look, laughing like Joe Mac. Yeah, so if I think
I have been practicing my whistle.
If you talk about different parts of flying or even Velocidrone, or what are the way you make Velocidrone work for you, because I understand in Velocidrone you can change your controller, you can make it exactly like the quads you're flying. That's
what I've done with mine. It flies just like my quad, just like the one I showed you. Flies exactly the same, so that when I learned mostly on Velocidrone and then went out to the field, and Darce thought I was going to totally destroy my quad the first time around, but she was even surprised when that first flight I was up and forward flight and turning and everything else, and that was all because of Velocidrone. It is bar none the most accurate simulator out there. It's not the prettiest. Liftoff's nice looking. That's rad. But it doesn't. It's floaty. It's really floaty. It's a little too, like, all the quads feel a little light. And then there's one other. There's another one, and I forget what it's called.
Rider or.
Yeah, and I don't know much about that one. It might be. I think I'd read something about the reviews, and they said that it was a little floaty, but a little less floaty than Liftoff. But Liftoff definitely looks the best. It's got some of the coolest stuff.
You can adjust it though.
Yeah, you totally can with most of them.
So Ryan says liftoff is floaty, but it sure is a good time.
Yeah, right. It's a game, and it's a cool game.
Goggles. So
Bot Grinder does like games of quad on that.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you wear your goggles on Velocidrome?
Not the ones I own, but what does Kim fly? You've got the Omways, right? Do they have a
No, he has
a video in HDMI?
I have these Omways.
If you have an HDMI plug on there, yeah, you can use them. You just need to get an HDMI cable.
I don't think I have one. Oh, I got this thing on the back.
Yeah, Jeff's saying it here. You can also wear your goggles in Velocidrome if they have HDMI. Yeah.
And then I have that circly thing.
Circly thing. That's not the HDMI. I think it's on. Is it on the other side?
I think it is.
I'll show you what I got.
Right by your right index finger. Is that the HDMI plug? Right? Yeah, that one. That I think. Is that HDMI? I think that might be. It looks like a bit like it. Just a sec.
Where is William when we need him to tell us?
Yeah, that HDMI.
Okay.
I think, or SD. I don't know. If it says SD, then that's video, or that's a memory card.
This says HD.
HD. That's HDMI probably.
And my SD, my video card is here.
Oh yeah, that's your HDMI then. If you have an HDMI cable, which I think you can just pick up at Best Buy, I think you need a male to male ended one or whatever. Then you can just straight up plug into your computer and your goggles will get the signal.
Okay, because I have HDMI plugs.
Yeah,
but
you're good to go.
I'll have to see if it's a good size. Okay, I'm good to go.
Rad.
That's what I wanted to know, because that's the way I have to learn how to fly. Jeez. Because I don't want to crash my quad and have it never come back.
No. Do you wear the nerd necklace or not?
On my controller?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Do you?
Yeah, because I don't want to drop it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I wear mine too.
So I have, this is mine. In fact, I won this on the Miss Creature had these.
Rad.
And I got this one. And then AZ Drones made this. So
gimbal protector. Cool.
Yeah. And then Kim got me this.
Oh.
So yeah.
Your radio's all pimped out.
All decked out.
Uh-huh. That's like Mr. Steel style. Nice.
So now I just have to use it more. Look, oh God.
There's Kim's orange one. Oh, Kim's is all pimped out too.
Okay. Kim and his red.
And orange gloves even.
Oh my God.
He finally got some gloves for the
plane. I'm sorry.
You don't want one of those bags? The shorts? What are they? The Cool.
I think he needs the shorts. I do. That thing, you know what I did that night? After we did that show, I went back to that part of the video because I thought, I hope that didn't sound really bad. Because after I was thinking about it, I thought, that probably sounded really bad. Yeah. So I went back and I'm laying in bed and I'm laughing so hard. I thought, oh my God. I mean, it still invited me. And then Kim said that I have to be careful with the pickle because the pickle opened its mouth to put its mouth on one of the sticks so it could fly. And we all said that sounded wrong.
We all saw that. Yeah, it did. Yeah, everybody
I didn't get it till Kim told me. He goes, Valerie, you can't do that. I go, why? How else is the pickle going to fly? And he goes, no, Valerie, you can't say that. I go, why? He goes, Valerie, stop and think. And then he went through it. I was like, oh. And I was going to ask him to delete the whole vid that we did. But I just.
No, it was gold. It was gold. It was
gold. I thought, oh my God. But the pickle doesn't have hands. I don't know how else. Yeah, that was just bad. That was just bad.
The pickle's the best. I love the
Unfortunately, I don't always know what the pickle says. It doesn't always equate. Oh, we don't want to know what Furball FPV does with those orange gloves. I kept begging him to put them on when he got them and jump off, send him. So finally, he goes, they won't fit. I go, you would be surprised. Those things will stretch. And finally gets them on his hands and goes, and I said, oh my God. They just make me happy when I see them.
Those are his cornbread gloves. His cornbread gloves.
He has to eat cornbread. And then, so let me ask you a question. Okay. Kim was saying, how do you eat cornbread and chili together? Right? Remember, you were saying, is there a way you do it? But how you're a cook? Tell him how you eat cornbread with chili.
I just kind of break off a piece of the cornbread and I put it on my spoon. I break off a piece and stick it on my spoon with chili on it, and then the rest I don't need to explain, but that's all I do. That's all I do. You can't dunk it because it's too.
It falls apart.
Yeah, it's not a full-bodied enough bread. There's not gluten in it, right? Because it's corn, so it doesn't have the body. You can't dunk, unless you make a chili verde, which is a green chili that's like a chicken chili, and they're a little bit runnier. Then you can dunk with cornbread. But then you got to have a jalapeno cornbread because the cornbread's got to have some more flavor.
I went to a place called Aretha Frankenstein's in
Awesome.
Tennessee. Oh my gosh. And I saw it. I stopped and I was in Chattanooga and I asked someone where a really good place was. They told me that it was like up this hill and across a bridge and in this suburban area. And we went and they had jalapeno hash browns, but we didn't know it. We ordered them and I bite was like, whoa. But they were good.
I bet they'd be good.
Oh
yeah,
my God, they were good. Put it on a plate and use a fork. Then you can pour a chili over it. No, that's what Joe Mac's saying. Okay, I just eat the chili and my cornbread. Well, this is when I could eat that stuff.
Jeff cry.
So slathered with butter, and I just, yeah, I didn't have to make that.
Man, it keeps going back to cornbread. I love this.
I
like the running theme of cornbread. This is the year of cornbread, 2019, the year of cornbread.
It is. And look at Kim. He's got so much.
I know he's
Grandma did not eat chili. I make chili with soybean because I can't eat.
So Joe Mac is really confused. Chili is like a stew. It's a Mexican carne stew. It's a meat stew, and it's got fava beans and kidney beans and black-eyed beans, lots of beans. Usually like kind of carne, like Mexican style carne, which is like shredded up meat, beef, all that.
So Nubby, we're actually still going to be on, and I appreciate you telling everyone to leave my stream to go watch your premiere in 17 minutes. But can we wait and go see it when we're done? Does that work? I mean, am I?
They're like, forget this guy. Come see my damn premiere.
Sorry, we did this.
I gotta go see Nabby's premiere.
Yeah, Rigger is leaving now. That happens all the time to me. It's like, am I here? What are we doing? Hey, go fish. How you doing? It's okay, Nabby. I still love you. Stick around. I understand 17 minutes. You may have to be gone. All the beans, methane go through the groove.
Oh, hi, Go Fish.
Yeah, it is confusing.
It was very exciting.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Oh my God. So we're going to have to teach Kim all the things he can do with cornbread but the jalapeno with the honey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Cornbread.
Yeah. Cut it. Yeah. Damn. You're making me hungry.
Eat some cornbread.
I almost bought cornmeal today to make cornbread.
You?
I had a bag. We were out grocery shopping. I had a big bag of cornmeal in my hand. I thought, No, not right now. Not right now.
So whatever.
I'll eat the whole tray.
Everything go for it. Let me tell you, since I've been doing keto, the one thing I really miss, bad, is cornbread. And so I've tried the recipes I've seen out there, and they're pretty horrendous. So I'm going to figure it out. How you make cornbread without corn, I'm not sure.
It'll make you rich. Once you figure it out, publish it, and it'll make you rich.
Somebody else will do it after me, and then they'll get rich. The rich thing never happens to me.
Gordon
My
Ramsay.
stars don't go that direction.
I hear you.
Unless I want to build a quad, and somehow the money flowed in just right, so I was able to get all my parts. I was like, wow, this usually doesn't happen.
Same here.
I had to build.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes it just works that way, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. So
Roger's here. Hi, Roger.
Hey, Roger. How you doing? Roger? We have a gremlin who doesn't eat chili, and Joe Mack who doesn't understand chili. Kim, do you ever eat chili at your house?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, I like homemade chili.
Long time I haven't had chili. I love beans.
That's like our staple. Well, that's one of our house staples, chili, all the time.
Yeah.
We eat a lot of Mexican food, actually. I like Mexican food a lot. We all do, I think. Quesadillas and nachos.
Yeah. In our lifetime, in my house, it starts being chilies and big pots of spaghetti sauce and that kind of as we roll into winter. And stew and all of that. That's mine.
Yeah. Oh, and tortilla in the winter too. I make that in the winter. Meat pie. Quebec's Kim, you must have those from time to time, yeah? Yeah.
We just go buy the frozen ones.
Yep.
Or the chicken pot pie there.
Yeah, totally. I love that too. All that stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nappy.
Actually, Montreal food it's some of my favorite too. Montreal smoked meat and a poutine. Oh, like a real poutine.
It's over in about 45 minutes.
So good.
You go ahead.
Or Montreal smoked meat on your poutine.
Yeah, poutine, I like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But it's not the fake stuff. I've never
seen that before until I went to Kim's.
Yeah.
And they have that squeezy cheese. Not squeezy.
Oh yeah.
Curds.
Cheese.
Squeaky cheese.
I love that too.
It is squeaky. Yeah.
So squishy cheese. I don't know. I was that was different. But here we have the chicken pot pies, those little ones you can buy.
Yep.
But the best ones are the ones you make with real cream and butter. Yeah,
I agree.
So I have to be sad.
We have bacon.
Bacon's good too.
Nobby.
Bacon's good on anything.
Reschedule it for 7 Eastern, and I promise you, I'll tell everyone to go to your house to watch.
I will go and watch Nabby's stream or Nabby's premiere after this. I'm on it, Nabby.
He's rescheduling it. Thank you, Nabby. We'll go. Right, I'll be sure to go over. I have a little bit of after show. How long is your video, Nabby? Okay, at 7. Okay. Right. Okay, we won't do the after show. We just go straight. We'll just go straight over. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you letting me make fun, because that was kind of funny. I'm sorry. But we'll go. Yeah, I do want to try a premiere. Rigger, have you thought about that at all? Doing the premieres? 35 seconds.
No, I mean, I looked at it. I've looked at it and gone and thought, no, I don't really. I'm just going to put it up and go do something else, kind of thing. Whenever I do a video, I've usually been sitting, messing with it, editing it, and then I just kind of want to be done with it once it's uploaded for that time being, and then just chill out. I try not to look at. I have a tendency to watch my videos a few times online, and then I try not to look at them for a while.
Yeah.
To see, and then come back and see if people have looked at them or not. That's Ian Sam.
There's Darci.
Hi, I'm here.
So Darci, do you fly any kind of drone?
No, I've tried Velocidrone, but I'm just not.
My boat.
I float his boat. That's about it.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm not generally good at stuff like that. I think I'd be better as like a race car driver.
Oh, there you go.
I like to drive fast, but that's about it. I don't have too many hobbies that way.
Thank you, Nabi. We'll be there. At least I'll go watch. Yeah, I gotta say that
You have to practice.
you have to practice. Yeah, I gotta tell you, it is difficult, but if okay.
We have her on the drone. I have her on Velocidrone. I have like 5 minutes of recording.
I can hover in one spot, and that's about as.
Her throttle control's good.
Now, mind you, I haven't put too much time into it, so.
That's the beginning.
What I do is I take off and then go to the ground. Take off, go to the ground.
Yeah.
So it's got
That's kind of where I'm at too.
No, you're holding good. You're off the ground and you're like, she holds a hover kind of, but she holds it. Yeah, right away. Yeah, that's the hardest part. Throttle.
It's really
that's the hardest part.
Control. It is. I'm not there. I flew when I was at Kim's, but I went straight in the air. So anything I did, I was going to stay up. I had to be 4 seconds because people bet that I would crash in 4 seconds. So I was 90 seconds, but it wasn't a long flight. But with not Velocidrone, but liftoff. But I also have Velocidrone. So I'm gonna have to go on that and do that.
Maybe I'll do a video of settings for Velocidrone. I said maybe I'll do a video on settings for Velocidrone. I used Onigiri's settings. She has an old video that I used for settings for a while, and it's really good. But the Velocidrone has changed again, the new patch and stuff. It's easier to set up the quad now.
So if you would do a video on Velocidrone, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that as my next.
I can go on and I can race around and hit Kim's quad because he's going to be doing Velocidrone. That's right. What you do is called bouncy drones.
Yeah, totally. Totally. Combat drones.
Yeah.
There is combat. Did you see that this past year?
No.
Teams of 4 pilots on 4 pilots in Europe having this combat drone thing. I forget I wish I could remember what it was called right now. But in an arena, a boxed in arena, and there's a queen or a king or queen drone, whatever, that's your goal. You have to take that drone out of the sky. And then there's 3 other drones that are designed, and they can carry weapons, like a net hanging below it. One of them was encased in a complete carbon frame so that it could bounce and hit things really, really hard.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then in the middle between the 2 arenas, because there's 2 arenas, one is one player's end zone, one is the other team's end zone. In between that, they had a Tesla coil that was shooting off, and the carbon attracts it, right? Yeah. So any of the drones that are flying through that little middle gap, they've got to be carried. The Tesla coil can hit them at any time. So, and they'll short out and hit the ground. Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I'll see if I can find the link.
Yeah, find the link. I would like to watch that because I think on Velocidrone that would be a good game to play.
Yes. Yeah. It's Velocidrone's really like it is a pure sim. There's not really any kind of goals to it or anything else. You load up a map and you either decide that you're going to load up this map and you're going to run the race. And then in that case, it gives you gate timers and it shows you what gate you're supposed to hit next. And it beeps as you go through, and then it lights up the next gate, times you. Or you just load up a map and you just decide to just kind of pick a feature and just rip and just try to work on gaps and timing and flipping. Make sure that your rates are set to the same rates that are on your actual quad. So the timing of your rolls and everything else gets built into the muscle memory there. So Jeffrey Style uses steel settings on Velocidrone. Those are the ones I started with, and they were really good. I found it just a little bit light, and I think that's because Steel's quad the Alien was really light. That's a really light quad, which is rad. I'd love to have one of those.
So the one thing is Mr. Steel. Because everyone calls him Mr. Steel, I thought he was an old guy. He's a child.
I know, he's young. Steele Davis, I think is his name. Yeah, he's young guy. He's cool. He's one of my favorite famous pilots, I guess.
He has that little weird mustache.
He does have the little weird mustache. Yeah.
No, don't be that mustache, but he does.
The Snidely Whiplash.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I use Velocitron and just try not to crash. Well, that's what I'm thinking this winter. I want to get really good at that because I'm thinking that's really going to help me when
You'll be floored. You'll be blown away.
Yeah.
You'll be blown away.
Yeah.
You put it when you do switch to the regular quad in the spring and you put those goggles on for the first time, just say to yourself, it's just Velocitron, and you'll be blown away with what you can do.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for because I want that to be something. Centroid did that, and he said he hated the beginning because he was learning step by step, just get down. But he's a stellar flyer now.
Yeah.
And he just stayed on Blaster until he got it.
Well, you start out feeling like, you get down on yourself. You feel a little slow. I did. I was like, am I slow? Is there something wrong with me? I can't.
Right.
Why am I not turning? What? Oh, now I'm upside down. Oh, good.
Yeah, whose was I watching? Who it looked like they were upside down? Was that Swift Fox? The editing was spectacular. Some of the editing people are doing right now.
Might have been Swift Fox. Swift Fox had a really good one, the last one.
Yeah, Swift Fox FPV. It was great.
Do you watch Zorro ever? Zorro FPV? He's another really interesting one.
Yes.
He just released one where it was funny though. He's flying real mellow in it, really mellow in it in the whole video. But he mounted in the place of where you normally put your GoPro. He put a 360 camera, and he used the 360 camera to alter his perspective as opposed to doing tricks. He just flew really smooth around trees, doing weaving in and out of trees, and then used the camera perspective to make this crazy. It was a cool video. It was really neat.
See, I would love to do that, but I got to get in the air first.
Yeah.
Without being like I'm going to crash something. Hey, Kim, can you do me a favor? I'll be right. Hey, BC Drum Boy, you guys all hang
BC
out.
Drum Boy.
I have to go grab coffee. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take over from me, Kim?
Sure.
Yes? Okay, you can ask questions. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, Darcy.
Ooh, look at that glow.
Hey, dude.
Woo!
How are you two doing? I might try that this summer.
What, shaving your head?
Yeah, what the heck?
Oh, you're still
dude,
growing
you still
hair,
got
though.
hair. The only reason I shaved my head is because everything decided that it wanted to leave.
He did. That happened after we had 2 daughters. He pushed it all back until it didn't grow in anymore.
Right.
Oh, it doesn't take long for this mop to grow back.
Well, you're furball Kim.
Yeah.
For 60, I still have my hair, so.
I know.
It's nice
That's
and
awesome.
thick. Yeah. You're lucky.
Keep it.
Kind of. In the summertime, I just cut it off short there because it just gets too hot and it gets in your way.
Yeah, I hear that. That's why our youngest just wanted her haircut for that exact reason.
Yeah.
Because it gets too much, you know.
Yeah, big time.
Too much to manage, and it gets caught into trees, branches when you got it.
No more hippie hair. I know you were telling us that you grew it down to your butt back in the day. No more hippie hair.
Yeah. I was quite the hippie. All the way up for, say, up to 15, 20 years ago. I'm going to stop growing.
Right on.
I just keep it for the winter time so I can tuck it in my jacket, you know, and it's too damn cold here.
Yeah, I hear that. I normally got a tube. Hey, Jump Off, what's going on, man?
Hi, Jump Off.
There's a bunch of people in here.
I know. It's good.
What's that?
What kind of weather are you guys having up there?
You know what? Today we got our first kind of like winter anything. We had a little bit of sleet, and it's stopped now.
Yeah.
Now it's just wet and rainy. The wet coast. Yeah.
Well, why don't we take rain over what we're getting?
Yeah.
Well, we did it for years 100%. In Ontario, though. Like we used to shovel 5 times a day too in Ontario.
Yeah.
And
That gets
it would
tiring
be
after
like,
a
you
while.
know, 5 feet tall that you'd have to shovel in the morning before you even went to work, you know? Yeah. So we understand. I mean, I did it for 35 years of my own life, so I totally understand that one.
Yeah. And once the kids are gone, Hawaii.
Yeah, Hawaii.
Ooh, that'd be all right. At least
Yeah.
you won't have to worry about freezing.
Yeah.
Hey, jump
I'll learn to
off.
surf when I'm like 55.
Yeah.
See, what the problem here when you're flying quads in the wintertime is not only is it so cold for your hands, but also if you lose the quad, you lose the
Oh,
flight.
God.
You won't
Yeah.
even hear the beeper.
No, you won't.
You won't
No.
find it till springtime.
No.
I know that would suck. No. Yeah, don't lose your quad in the snow.
No.
Don't do that.
That's why I haven't been flying.
No.
Yeah.
Too much
I
snow.
actually like to shovel snow though. I'm
Take
kind of
it
one of
easy.
those weird
You
ones.
could fly her out and take a nice. Do you have fail safes on that? Have you had any fail safes on that quad yet?
Where I just had to cut it.
Yeah, where it just falls out of the sky.
Actually, one time.
Once.
Yeah, just once I had to do it.
All right. Well, that's not so bad because you're isolated like us, so you won't have very much interference at all.
Yeah, there's nothing out here.
Yeah.
There's no people, no homes, nothing.
So you can get away with a little bit more as far as
there's
your
no
signal.
aircraft or nothing like that. We don't have any flights or nothing. And usually the aircraft are like 20,000 feet and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Great for cruising. Right on. Right on.
Plus we have 150 acres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
so
can
it's all open.
crossfire. Oh my God. You need a crossfire module.
Yeah.
Jerome Pole's eating pineapple upside down cake. That is so good.
Yeah, and his wife made it for him. He
good.
gets so many treats. I'm surprised he
He's
fit through the door.
spoiled.
Very spoiled.
Isn't he?
So what we need is that 14-inch quad, so you can go pick up that.
We can go steal the
Yeah.
Bring it over to my house.
Well, it's like a Dr. Evil plan. We'll get a claw on the bottom of it.
Yeah, we'll just drop
Just
it.
go. He'll be getting ready to eat it. The cloud will come. Whoop! I don't think so, Joan Cole. We're gonna take
Power
a
loop off into the distance.
Oh, we got real eagles to do that. We can
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
real trained eagles.
We can train the
All right.
eagles, yeah.
I want to remind everyone that Nabi, he's in here. He'll need to put his name back in here. But at the end of my show, he is going to do it.
Yeah, Jeff is right.
Now,
7-inch
his
would be
video
good.
is 2 minutes and 35 seconds. It's not a long video, but we certainly appreciate it if everyone would go and watch it with him on the premiere. And I want to see how those premieres work. I keep wanting to get to them, but I'm never, ever on time.
I'm
So,
going to watch it.
coffee and chocolate? Really, Gremlin? Really? You're killing me. You're killing me, Gremlin. I love chocolate. But I
Yeah,
have
7-inch with
sugar-free
a crossfire.
chocolate, which is yummy. It is.
Corey Mantle
And
does
a
something.
big old 4S
lots
battery.
Mm.
Like a
Yeah.
2000 mAh.
In our videos on my channel, there's it says Corey in his 7-inch.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah,
He was he had that thing 2.5 miles out.
yeah. Sweet.
No
Sweet.
break up on the screen or nothing.
Yeah. If you do it right, you can get some serious distance out of the quads.
Freaking battery goes like this big, man.
Yeah, big 2000 or 2500 milliampere. Yeah,
Oh,
lots
yeah.
of power. Yeah, you lose. It's a bit of a trade-off, but smooth. I bet. I think I saw that one.
Yeah, very. You can hear, and then
Yeah.
you turn, you're kicking it.
Yeah.
That thing
Yeah.
is sweet. You can go a long ways with that. No breakup on the transmission, nothing.
Yeah, that's got to be a good VTX in there. He's probably got the 1 watt one in there. You can get a TBS VTX that I think the new one goes up to 2 watts. So that's mental.
Mm.
Mm.
Put a big helical twist antenna on there, and just make sure you stay pointed at the direction you've sent the drone out. Yeah.
I have a Phantom video of me just hovering with the Phantom, and he was sneaking his 7-inch up and flying in front of the Phantom.
That's cool. That's cool.
That's a nice quad, man.
Is that on your channel?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check that out. I didn't see that one.
Go back further and you'll see it.
I will. Right on.
I didn't dare move, you know, and it was letting
you know what? I never piloted oh, sorry, just the computer went crazy here. I've never piloted a DJI anything.
Oh,
really?
No, nothing. Never flown a DJI product ever before. No.
That's the same time Val stole my Phantom off me.
Did she?
I haven't. So I need to get flight. I have so much stuff I have to fly right now. And I decided to pick up an extra day of work. It's a good thing. And it's sad.
It is.
It's a good thing and it's sad. Because I want to fly. But I just wanted, Geeks Vana, are you out there? If you are, I know it shows you're in it, but you may be doing something just listening. I sent you a link. He wanted to come in and just talk to people the last couple minutes of the stream, and I said he could if he wanted to. So if he's still here, I sent you the link. We're going to be off at 7 sharp because we have Nabi's premiere that we want to catch. So Nabi, you hang in here because right before 7, I'm going to want you to come back in so we can make sure we hit that premiere for you, okay? And I appreciate you changing it 7 so I don't have to miss it. Yeah. So, oh, there you are. I'm here, but in bed. It would not be a pretty sight. Okay, you can catch me next time then, Geek Savannah, and come on and talk to everyone. It's very late there. You're welcome, Geek Savannah. You're welcome. How come I keep catching everyone in bed? It's like they live in other parts of the world. I don't understand it.
Weird.
Nabi absolutely said it right then, because I'm going to go, even if I'm in the after, I want to go and see it. I want to go see it. I just noticed that Rigger Mortis is in black and white and everyone else is in color. What is with that? What's with that? You'll never
we were in color.
I think the color is just muted.
Is that better?
Is that better for you?
But he's got blue eyes. Jeez.
It's weird. It's like we're in black and white. It's like we're in an old movie.
Yes, 7 o'clock.
Say, Dame.
I'm Nubby. So I keep saying 7 o'clock, but it's 9 o'clock Eastern is when Nubby's going to be. 7 o'clock Mountain Time, 6 o'clock Pacific Time. Oh my God, freaking Looney Tunes show. Yes, that's right. That's right, guys. That's why I think it's not so well. Good humor.
Absolutely. I'm weirder than you understand.
Can I see your red gloves again?
Sorry?
And will you put on your red gloves again?
Why?
Because I like them.
The Red Glove Diaries.
Yes.
I think it is the lighting jump off. It's just this. I got it's IKEA lighting. It's unboring and uncolorful too. Swedish.
I will say, at first I thought it was black and white.
I'm sorry to anybody from Sweden. I'm just kidding.
I thought it was a little black and white myself, but then Ruby, their daughter, came in and she has the most beautiful blue eyes. And I was like, oh no, this color. It's color. But it does. It's just,
I like it though. Black and white. That works.
It's good for us.
Now if you get the little squiggly lines across, it'll look like we're back in the day.
Oh, that would be cool. Actually, I'd be down with that.
Where's the full moon over there? No,
New moon.
Oh.
New moon, Ian.
It's a new moon.
New moon. For us anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real dark out right now.
It's like a crescent moon.
It actually gets real dark here at this time of year at like 4:30.
Oh, like here too.
I stopped on the side of the highway yesterday
We're up north,
to
though,
take a picture
both of
of
us.
the sunset. And I looked at my camera, and between taking 2 photos, the sun had literally gone behind the mountains in a matter of 30 seconds. That's how fast it was gone.
Frick.
Thank you, Metro Drone.
Yeah.
Metro Drone's a super sticker.
You
That's
don't
what
say
that is, right?
Aurora Borealis.
That's how I look when I'm laying down. I'm just trying to
Nice,
get to
Metro
bed.
Drones.
Big round tummy. Oh,
Nice.
it's so good. Thank you, Metro.
Pairs
Much
killing.
appreciated, Metro Drone. Much appreciated.
We're used to our. Do you see any of the Northern Lights?
No, not very often. We could, but we don't very often here. We don't even really get like thunder and lightning here ever. That's something else that I've noticed. Hardly ever do we ever get a thunder or lightning storm ever.
Oh,
Lots of rain, but no thunder and lightning.
It must be all
right,
the mountains around there.
thank you.
Yep. No, mountains are literally like they're right at the back door. Like
So
they're
I wanted to say also as one thing about Geeks
only
Fun.
at 420.
He's done he did my channel art for me. He helped me change it, and he has done some thumbnail work for me to make it clear when I'm doing interviews or we're just doing chat. So Geeks Fun, again, thank you so much. He's so sweet. He just helps me out. He just say, hey,
That's awesome.
Wait, I'm trying to read
And he
what
just
Geek
does
Savannah
it.
said.
Yeah.
Been a great interview. Good to get to know you. Oh, thanks, Geek Savannah. You rule.
Yeah, he's very
Yeah,
kind.
he's a good guy.
Very kind.
Cool. Right on.
Oh,
Where's
hi,
Geek
Tom.
Savannah from?
London.
Like proper London? London, England?
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Yes.
sorry. Yes. I forgot. They have a London in New York. They have a London in Ontario. And then they have the smaller London overseas in England.
Yep. I worked with a lot of English chefs, so I call it proper London now. That's pretty condescending, but to other Londons, but that's what they always used to call it. They'd say, no, proper London in England, the UK. Oh, okay.
Oh, the proper London.
Yep.
Big bad London, UK. That's so funny. Yeah. So, and Metro Drone, thank you, because you're always so sweet with super chats, and I do appreciate it. Always appreciated. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna say I like the idea of vlogs telling me how to do Velocidrone. Because I'd rather have guys who are on here with us. That way, if I have questions about something you said, I can just ask you.
Yeah.
So,
That's easy.
Yeah. So if you do that, that'd be cool. I think that'd be very cool.
Yeah,
especially
I finally
how
figured
you
out.
hook up your goggles and make all that work together. Do you use your goggles when you're on Velocidrone?
I don't have an HDMI input on my goggles. Otherwise, I would use them. Yeah, I think I would for a while. You know what though? If you sit real close to the screen,
it's the same thing.
I've got my laptop. That's why it's bouncing around. I'm sorry about that. I've got the laptop on like this little like laptop table, right? So I can pull it like right into me. So the screen is right kind of right there. And I think it would probably add something to it. It would make you, if you weren't used to wearing the goggles and looking through them, it's probably super helpful. But I'm quite used to my goggles now.
I think some of the people said that it was very disorientating.
It's bright from what I understand.
Yeah.
Because the OLED displays in the goggles that we use, they're really, really bright. And then you get a digital signal that's super clear and crisp on top of that. I would imagine it probably would give you a headache after a while. I wouldn't use it for too long, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know though.
Your senses, your eyes.
It might be awesome though. I don't know.
I'd like to kind of get used to them, but yeah, my diabetes makes my eyesight kind of spotty at times.
Yep. Yeah, so, for sure. I know how that goes.
Yeah.
They might leave you with spot. Like, do you ever get this? My Uncle Len used to get spots in his vision, like bright spots, like from looking at bright things. Mm-hmm. They might do that to you so just keep that in mind.
Because we have so these are just my reading glasses, so I usually don't wear glasses at all unless I'm trying to read things. But I notice on keto, as my blood sugar goes down, my eyesight. There's less pressure on my eyes. So now they have to readjust again. So it's making it a little bit hard.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I have a big Facebook audience, but it's mainly from groups I
wear glasses too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but he doesn't like doing it. But he looks very handsome in his glasses.
I can't wear them looking at the screen.
And he looks smart.
I don't normally wear these unless, again, I'm wearing mine for the same reason, to read.
Yeah.
But I'll leave them. I usually don't wear them. They're just reading glasses.
Yeah, that's kind of what's been
or I was working on something like this, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, got to wear the glasses.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Kim. Yeah, you do model work, right? I was going to show you something while I was on here.
Yeah, show us.
Yeah, this is another. I have several hobbies, but the color's not good, though. This won't translate very well.
Geeks.
But this is the type of, you do little dudes, I do little dudes.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
You did that?
Yeah.
Did you do the whole thing or did you just paint?
Well, I painted it and did the base, and the model is a model by Games Workshop. It's an old model.
Yeah.
But that's all my paint and everything. I don't know how well that translates through. Wait, let me steady it.
That is nice.
That's some of my work. That's some of the stuff I do as well. And then I do all the way up to...
Yeah, Gremlin?
Any hobby is a fun hobby.
All the way up to stuff like...
Oh, man, it's bigger.
Like that.
Oh, wow.
I know that robot from somewhere. What game's
Transformer.
That? No. It's another game, I think.
Yeah, it is, Kim.
It's not that green versus red. Oh.
That's it.
But I modified this guy. And I painted him for a different thing. I play 15mm tabletop war games, and he's for that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. My space Russians. So that's my other hobby. It's equally nerdy.
Darci,
do you have any hobbies?
Kind of. I like to go to the beach and collect beach glass and old pieces of antique things and whatever I find. So
what is beach glass?
I'll show you just a second.
Okay.
That's cool. You don't find that often.
No.
Not every beach has that.
Every beach here does.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Lots of... We even found her best find is a morgue tag off of somebody's toe. From 1995.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So I look on the beach for like shells and pieces of glass and old pieces of tile and whatever I can find that's interesting and different. So this is what I make out of them.
Oh, nice.
On canvas.
Wow.
I like how the ocean wears down glass so it's smooth.
It's cool.
Yeah, so we find all these little things and then I just put them on canvas and kind of arrange them how I like them. And yeah, but
no jump off. The toe tag didn't have your name on it.
No, that toe tag is from the Vancouver Crematorium and it's from 1995 and it has the number 251 on it.
So kind of has a name on it, but not really.
Yeah, so that was an unusual find. I think my other best find was a little piece of ivory cameo head.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful little cameo head, just a little tiny ivory piece, but the face was perfect on it and the hair and everything, like it was in perfect condition.
Oh wow.
That was really
sand
cool
dollars.
too.
Yeah, sand dollars. We get sand dollars here in the summertime.
Yeah.
You gotta wait till they die though.
They're like flat discs and they look literally like a coin kind of thing. Yeah. But when they dry out, you can take them, but you can't just take them. Same with starfish. There's purple starfish here too.
Yeah, you don't want to take them away where they can't live anymore, right?
You wait till they die and then they wash up.
Yeah.
And you poke them with a stick.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Have you ever found any like megalodon teeth?
No, I found Sishala or how do you say it? Anyway, the native band, the Sishalit people. I found some of their I found a part of a spear tip. We found a grinder. Yeah, there's stuff like that around. There's lots of native artifacts here. Lots.
Wow.
Lots. What's that? And weed. Yeah, there's lots of that here too. That's what Darce says off camera. There is. It's ridiculous, actually. It's the growing capital of Canada for that.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I love
Oh,
beaches.
yeah, and this.
They're great.
This is another really interesting find of hers. Well, cork top, bottle top.
Like really old.
Really old cork top.
Like from like a tiny little medicine bottle that would have
Some
only
sort.
been about this big, you know, those really old round bottles. And this is a Native American bead that I found on the beach too.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
actually
that
got a hole in one end
Yeah, stone bead.
and a hole in the other end.
Somebody wore that.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, Mr. Dutchy Dutch. How you doing?
Yeah, somebody wore
Have you
this.
ever seen what is it, Japanese glass where it's a round glass? No, Japanese floats. They're pure round glass that they use. That they make these.
No, I don't think so.
Not yet, no.
Not yet, no.
Because I hear there's a lot up in that area, like up in near the ocean there.
Well, they might be on the other side of the island. We get the straight.
They're just round glass floats they make, and they put netting on them, and they use them to float nets.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, absolutely on the other side of the island.
great.
Yeah, on the other side, in the strait here, the strait is used for moving lumber.
We're
So
doing
big.
great with Dutchy
You ever
Dutch.
seen the Beachcombers?
Yeah, well,
Television
yeah.
show? That's
I
where I
love
live.
that.
That's where I live. The restaurant in the Beachcombers where Relic used to get apple pie all the time with Bruno Gerussi. Yeah, it's still here. It's in
still
Gibson's.
here. It's in Gibson's. It's literally like half
There,
an hour away.
the Beachcombers boat is sitting right next to it.
It's still there.
Yeah. So, and
I
they,
love that show. That was a great show.
That's where we
that's
live.
where we live.
Yeah.
It really looks the same too. And yeah, they still pull giant floats of cedar up and down the Strait of Georgia on tugs every day.
Oh, wow.
Hundreds of logs. It's awesome. It's really cool to see. Sometimes with dudes standing on them.
Yeah, it's neat. It's crazy looking.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Longshoremen just taking a ride
There's a lot
on
of
the
history
logs.
there. Where you guys are, there's a ton of history there.
Yeah, there's some
Yeah.
really smuggling. This is the coast where Al Capone used to buy his booze. Gibson's
really?
finest.
Gibson's
Yeah.
finest. Is
Gibson's finest.
whiskey.
It
Yeah.
comes
Yeah.
from Gibson's Sunshine Coast, and he used
Oh,
to
wow.
buy it here. Yeah, and then they
Yeah.
would smuggle it through a place that here is called Smuggler's Cove, and that's where they would smuggle it through and down.
Very interesting. What would be underwater there, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah. I bet
Yeah.
there's some cool stuff.
Probably
I'd
some
love to
old
do that.
antique bottles and everything else. But you can
Yeah.
find a lot of stuff on the beaches there when you beachcomb.
Yeah,
I
there's
love
a ton of stuff.
beachcombing.
There's a ton of
I
stuff.
like it too a lot.
Yeah.
I usually come home with a good sized bag. It's better to go after a big storm though. If you know that there's a big rainstorm coming and you let that pass and it
Mhm.
churns
bone
everything
in
and then
rock.
sends it in, right? So
Yeah.
Phenomena is saying he found a part of a bone in rock. That's cool. And where he's at, is it dinosaur bone? No metal detectors, Joe.
no, I would love to do metal detecting. I have this thing where I watch videos because I love to find old bottle dumps and things in the river,
Yeah.
and I like mucking around with that.
But you would find a lot of stuff washed up.
Yeah, it's fun to just go to this. I go to this one particular beach because it tends to have the most tiles and pieces of glass and whatever.
That's
So
interesting.
again, I go after storms though, because then you find the most interesting things that kind of get churned up and brought to shore.
Yeah, because you never know what you find, huh?
Yeah, it's really crazy. I wasn't expecting to find a toe tag one day. I mean, that was
Ooh,
unusual
What the heck
to
is
say
it
the
doing out
least.
there? A toe tag.
Found it in
Where's
the
Yeah.
farm.
Oh, no, it's really crazy. So,
You
guys,
should, you should
I am
have
going
that
to
checked, Phenomena. Take it to your university.
Let me see if I
Yeah.
can do this. I think I can do this. Copy. And let me
Oh,
see.
Joe Mack watches metal detecting too.
Yeah, I watch metal detecting too, Joe Mack.
Aqua Chigger. That's
I
what
Love
we watch.
it. Yeah, I watch Aqua Chigger.
So, yeah. All All that was showing was a small bit that I broke some stone off the reveal bone. Yeah. Thank you, Ms. Dice. Guys, we're going to get ready to sign off now because I want everyone to have time. I posted the link to Nabi's channel, and he's going to give some giveaway information too. So it's not just a premiere, it's something fun happening over there we're going to want to go see. So I'm going to let you all go now so we can absolutely get there on time. Rigger and Darci, can you stay for just a minute?
Yep.
Because we have just a 2-minute of after show. But guys, I love you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks, everybody.
Make sure you click that link.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so welcome. Click the like if you haven't done it already.
I think I
I
probably didn't. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Boom, there we go.
Nabi, now you can go there, guys. Go over to Nabi because it's coming. It's coming, and there's a giveaway, and that should be fun for everybody. Bless you guys. I love you. Thank you from us to you. Bye.